Americans working in Indian Embassy in America are not residents of India but residents of America because they live in America. अमेरिकन जो कि इंडियन एम्बेसी के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, जो कि अमेरिका में ही लोकेटेड है, इज दैट दिस पर्सन्स बिकम द रेजिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया? नो, दे आर लिविंग इन अमेरिका, दे आर जस्ट वर्किंग इन इंडियन एम्बेसी, but they are living in America, so they remain the residents of their own country. I explained you this top tip that a person who is a resident of one, who is a citizen of one country can be the resident of another country or not. Now, implications of the concepts of economic territory and resident. National income and related aggregates are basically measures of production activity. There are two categories of national income aggregates: domestic income and national income, or we can say domestic production or national production. Children, domestic production is the sum total of goods and services produced by the residents or non-residents of our country at a point of time during an accounting year. Domestic production is the sum total of goods and services produced by the residents or non-residents of our country at a point of time during an accounting year. Things to be noted: for 1 year it may be the residents or it may be the non-residents, but whosoever is producing but generating income for our country, it becomes the domestic production, and the income arises from such productivity is known as domestic income. Whenever we find the sum total of production or the income, it will become as gross domestic production or gross domestic income. How to find net domestic production and net domestic income? Children, always in gross domestic production, a part of depreciation always included, by which we find always net domestic production. These things we will discuss later. Some illustrative examples are given. That these examples will be included while estimating domestic production or not, or may be the part of national income. First point is rent received by an Indian resident from his property in Singapore. सिंगापुर के अंदर प्रॉपर्टी है एक इंडियन की, बट रेंट रिसीव्ड बाय एन इंडियन रेजिडेंट फ्रॉम हिज प्रॉपर्टी. अपनी ही प्रॉपर्टी से इनकम आ रही है, लेकिन वो पर्सन रहता कहाँ है? इंडिया में. So the income which he is getting, that is coming from other country, from Singapore, becomes income from abroad. So it will not be included in the estimation of domestic production, but of course it will be included in the estimation of national income. Second point is salaries received by Indian residents working in Russian embassy in India. A Russian embassy, आई रिपीट, सैलरीज रिसीव्ड बाय इंडियन रेजिडेंट्स. सैलरी किसे रिसीव हो रही है? इंडियन रेजिडेंट्स को, जो कि रशियन एम्बेसी के अंदर काम करते हैं, वर्किंग इन रशियन एम्बेसी इन इंडिया. इट मीन्स द इनकम विच इज़ जनरेटेड टू द इंडियंस is coming to the domestic country but coming from abroad. That's why it will not be included as a part of domestic territory of India. This income is not earned within the domestic territory of our country, so it becomes the factor income from abroad. Third point is profit earned by foreign company. किसी foreign company ने profit earn किया, और a foreign bank in India, इंडिया में रह करके प्रॉफिट अर्न हुआ. इंडिया में रह करके हुआ तो उसका कुछ पार्ट इंडिया को भी जाएगा. सो येस, इट विल बी इंक्लूडेड इन द डोमेस्टिक फैक्टर इनकम ऑफ इंडिया बिकॉज द फॉरेन कंपनी और द फॉरेन बैंक इज़ लोकेटेड विद इन द डोमेस्टिक टेरिटरी ऑफ इंडिया, क्योंकि ये लोकेटेड कहाँ है? इंडिया के अंदर है. सो इट इज़ एन इनकम अर्नड within the domestic territory of India. As explained you the previous examples about the territorial waters and about embassy, the certain differences are there, how to include or not. Next point is compensation Sorry, one point is left, I think. Salaries paid to Koreans working in Indian embassy in Korea. I repeat, salaries paid to Koreans. Koreans को सैलरी पे की. Those who are working in Indian embassy. Indian embassy के अंदर काम कर रहे हैं, but in Korea. This Indian embassy is related to the domestic territory of our country. Indian embassy in Korea is a part of domestic territory of India, so it will be included in domestic factor of India, domestic factor income of India, because this income is earned within the domestic territory of India. कहाँ से इनकम आएगी, कहाँ इनकम आएगी, इंडिया के अंदर. Compensation of employees to the resident of Japan working in Indian embassy in Japan. Yes, it will be included as it is a part of factor income earned in domestic territory of India, though earned by the non-resident. Last point is profits earned by a branch of State Bank of India in Japan. Profit earned by a branch of State Bank of India in Japan. It is factor income from abroad, as profits are not earned within the domestic territory of India. Children, these are the certain examples of domestic production. Now the next is national production. National production includes production activities of whether of residents irrespective of whether performed within the economic territory or outside it. National production is a sum total of goods and services produced by the residents only of our country for an accounting year. National production is a sum total of factor incomes generated by the residents of our country at a point of time during an accounting year. It will be found out as GDP plus net factor income from abroad. Now certain examples are given. Which of the following will be included in GNP? Give reasons. Profits earned by a foreign company or a foreign bank in India. Profit earned by a foreign company. एक फॉरेन कंपनी ने प्रॉफिट अर्न किया है किसी फॉरेन बैंक ने इंडिया के अंदर. Is that it will be included in GNP, that is gross national production? No, because it is a factor income earned by a non-resident from its contribution to production inside the domestic territory of India, that is factor income paid to abroad. Because for profits earned by a foreign company or a foreign bank in India, whatever income will come, they will transfer to the other country, but some part will be given to India. So whatever income will belong to India, whatever income will come to India, that becomes the factor income paid to abroad. They are paying such income to abroad. Whatever income will arise, they will get a little part maybe, but they have to send that income to the other country. That's why it will be considered as factor income paid to abroad. Next point is salary paid to Americans working in Indian embassy in America. सैलरी पेड टू अमेरिकन्स को सैलरी पे की गई है जो कि इंडियन एम्बेसी में काम कर रहे थे अमेरिका के अंदर. अब यहाँ भी हम क्या कर रहे हैं, सैलरी पे कर रहे हैं. पे कर रहे हैं मीन्स इनकम कंट्री से बाहर जा रही है, सो इट इज़ फैक्टर इनकम टू अब्रॉड. दिस फैक्टर इनकम इज पेड टू नॉन रेजिडेंट्स. दैट्स वाई इट मीन्स फैक्टर इनकम टू अब्रॉड. इट विल बी डिडक्टेड. It will not be included in GNP. It will be deducted. Salaries received by Indian residents working in Russian embassy in India. Now this income will come to India, so it will be considered as, it will be included in the estimation of gross national production as it is the factor income earned by the Indian residents outside the domestic territory of India. Next point is dividend received by an Indian from his investment in shares of a foreign company. डिविडेंड रिसीव्ड बाय एन इंडियन, रिसीव किया गया है, पैसा मिला है फॉरेन कंपनी के शेयर से, सो इट इज़ अ इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड, सो इट विल बी इंक्लूडेड. आई रिपीट, in that case first profit earned by a foreign company or a foreign bank in India. एक फॉरेन कंपनी को प्रॉफिट हुआ था इंडिया से, सो इट मीन्स वी आर सेंडिंग दैट पार्ट ऑफ इनकम टू अब्रॉड, सो इट विल नॉट बी इंक्लूडेड. In this case, dividend received by an Indian from his investment shares of a foreign company. एक इंडियन ने डिविडेंड मिला एज अ पार्ट ऑफ प्रॉफिट फ्रॉम अ फॉरेन कंपनी जो उसने शेयर्स में इन्वेस्ट किया हुआ था. इट मीन्स दैट इनकम इज कमिंग टू हिम, सो इट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज फैक्टर इनकम फ्रॉम अब्रॉड. यहाँ आ रहा है इन फर्स्ट केस इट इज़ गोइंग, इन फर्स्ट केस दैट्स वाई इज डिडक्टेड, सैलरी पेड दैट्स वाई डिडक्टेड, सैलरी रिसीव्ड प्लस means added, and dividend received it will be added as factor income from abroad. Children, this much is sufficient for today. We will continue the concept. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day ahead.